straight out of play. Of course, playing at altitude has its differences, and the ball flying through the air. The President Gianni Infantino back at Mexico City Stadium. Behind him, Yuri Chorkaev, a 1998 World Cup winner. And to his right, Ivan Córdoba there, the former Colombia defender who scored the winning goal at El Campín in Bogotá to give Colombia their only ever title in their history as they won the Copa America way back in 2001. So many big names, Andy, in all these World Cup games. The stars have really come out across the three countries, haven't they?
It's no surprise, really. Such a huge competition, and it's being played in different places. It gives people a chance, celebrities, to get out there and enjoy the football. And so far, the World Cup has been outstanding in terms of the team's approach to the games. And they're really going for it. They're looking to outscore each other. So, really positive start to the competition.
I haven't seen anyone go for your autograph yet, though. No selfies. It's only a matter of time.
You might be waiting a very, very long time.
Moscovoy. He's one of those domestic-based players with Takor in Uzbekistan. There's something, though, that Cannavaro pointed out at his press conference yesterday. He does think that maybe even off the back of this World Cup, so many of his squad will go on to maybe get moves to Europe and other leagues around the world, but we'll take note of them here.
Those Uzbek defenders, they're trying to be aggressive. I think there's a time and a place. Abdullayev there just goes flying into Luis Suarez, gives away a cheap free kick. His team have the ball. Again, don't just get challenges like that. Foul your opponents and put the ball back.
With fouls, that yellow card received by Joan Mojica is the quickest of the World Cup so far, as he came in just the 7th minute. James Rodriguez. Well, a little deeper there, trying to orchestrate things. That's not a bad ball. Some clearance as well, as Abdullayev got himself in the way.
There were Jefferson Lerma sitting deep and getting that defensive insurance. Gustavo Puerta can step forward, as he did there. It's a difficult ball to control for him, though. It's up around kind of hip height, so it's hard to get the ball down and maybe get a shot in, but just can't keep the ball close.
He'll be forgiven for thinking we're in Bogotá or maybe Medellin as well. One of the other prominent Colombian cities, such as the noise and vibrancy inside this stadium. But the biggest crowd that Colombia played in front of throughout their qualification campaign at home was only 45,000 in Barranquilla. A couple of times they fans as that, but almost 40,000 on top of that here at the Mexico City Stadium. Slightly loose ball there, but it does make its way through to Mojica. Arias. Puerta. Arias. He's had an interesting season. The back of the Club World Cup last year, got a move from Brazil to Wolverhampton Wanderers in England, but a 6-month spell that didn't go to plan has seen him go back to Brazil. There goes the flag for offside against Daniel Munoz.
It's a good switch of play, but Munoz is looking right across the defensive line. He shouldn't be caught offside. Just goes a little bit too early. It's a really disciplined defensive line that Uzbekistan hold. That's defending as a unit. Into there with Arias drifting infield. He'll do that. Munoz, the right back, will step forward to provide the width down the right-hand side. So, Uzbekistan, they have lots of defenders back there, but they have to be aware of that Colombian attacking movement. kind of collision between Kusanov and his goalkeeper, but goalkeeper clearly not happy. And maybe again he'll take a bit of time to slow the game down, slow Colombia's momentum down. It's what he'll maybe think about having picked up this knock.
It seemed a bit of an innocuous collision.
Nice steps over the ball is over here. He's always going to pick it up. Just then runs into his own man. And it's actually knee on knee, so you get penalty.